This is Palmetto Star, the Ratchet Revolutionary, and host of True Raw TV.
I'm too raw for TV.
If you hear my voice, then you're part of the revolution. Welcome to the new world. I'm your host, the Ratchet Revolutionary, Palmetto Star. And you can hit me up on Twitter, Elon Musk Toy. You know that thing. I'm on Black Twitter. Too Raw for TV Radio. The Dinosaur is Dead, Part 2.
Hey.
Are the Obama monkeys a distraction from Pizzagate? Now, when you say Pizzagate online, when you say Pizzagate on YouTube, when you say Pizzagate on Instagram, guess where you're going? Into the abyss, into the shadow band, into the shadow band area with Alex Jones. Ask Alex Jones how fast YouTube canceled him after you started talking about Pizzagate. So do you think we're about to talk about this on Instagram for an hour? No, you got to come to Too Raw for TV and see the full discussion, because the first 15 minutes is social media friendly. The social media friendly revolution. Only on Too Raw for TV.
I am.
Social media friendly revolution.
I am AtPeace Makita, the host of Original Intelligence right here on Too Raw for TV. And I'm really happy to be here to have this discussion, because it's time that we talk about the real things that are going on. These distractions aren't going to work, people. We're going to stay focused on our goals. So thank you so much for being here in this conversation. We're going to give you some context to the conversation. We're going to watch some videos, and then we're going to hopefully get some callers to call in and have a discussion about this and what it is that we're going to do to move forward, because it's a pretty peculiar distraction, as well as not the why is not as important as the what. What are we going to do about it now? The why is already there. We know why. But what are we going to do about it? And that's what we really need to talk about. So thanks for tuning in. I'm really happy to be here.
Question. At this point, does the why even matter?
No.
Does the why even matter? Does it even matter why? And I think when people get this, that's where a lot of people get trapped mentally, is they keep on questioning why. Why is this person kicking my ass? Why is this person taking me to jail? Why?
Who shot the sheriff? Who matters? It doesn't matter. What? Who matters who shot him? He's dead.
Why? We get caught up in the why, and it's like we got to focus on the what. And focus on what we're going to do, what you're going to do. And what you're going to do right now, get that app, Too Raw for TV app, join us so we can have a high level discussion about this. Because when you say Pizzagate, things start getting banned. Count starts going down.
Okay. But we really need to talk about it, because everything that's happening in media right now is the underlay for the overlay. And if you get too caught up in the distractions of what's happening in society, you're going to really miss the point, especially when it comes to Epsteinfiles and all of this talk about the conspiracies that are going on that are now being proven as truth.
Yeah.
Where do you move and how do you maneuver? Some people don't care. It doesn't bother them. It's not their business. They don't really give a never mind. But there are plenty of us in society who do care and who are being affected by this. So we definitely need to have this conversation.
Not only that, you have the Epsteinfiles, which are flooding everywhere. They're letting people know that they eat babies and do all this crazy stuff, like in your face. Now, all the stuff that was, to me, far fringe conspiracy theories are being proved right. Pizzagate is a far fringe conspiracy theory. You know, that's a friend. Why it's far fringe, because you get banned. Or when you say it, you say Pizzagate, like Pizzagate. That was proven to be true, and that was proven to be false and blah, 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 blah. They have a whole narrative about how that is just the most illegitimate thing ever.
Meanwhile, we found footage on YouTube. Anybody can do it because we did it. Type Pizzagate in on YouTube and all types of videos and information comes up about it. And some of it we'll share with you tonight.
Yeah, it's completely insane.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts to unravel an onion that we can't talk about on social media. But this is the social media friendly revolution. But talk about the apes and Obama. That's a new podcast coming on to Robert to be just kidding. The apes and Obama, right? So Trump puts out this video of, Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, whatever you may think about them. He puts them in the video of the almost the played out racist trope of black people being apes.
This story in the book.
If you shave an ape, a shaven ape looks like Brad. A shaven ape looks like, Terry, because they have thin lips, they're all hairy. They're, what I'm saying? Like, who else has the fur like hair to hair that like this?
My question is, with all of the things happening in 2026, why are we even having such a low level conversation? As society, as a leader, like knowing what's coming, knowing what's happening. The government was on a partial shutdown while all of these distractions were happening. What was going on during the partial shutdown? What types of budget cuts were being made? What types of laws were being passed that we know nothing about? So we can continue to have this same age-old conversation about apes and monkeys and who's who and what's what. But what's happening for the future of our next generation, for our children? Because we're not paying close enough attention and things are happening. So what are we going to do about it? Like, that's the real question and the real conversation. We're going to get into Trump's message with the ape video. And I really want us to pay attention to the form of leadership, because like I said in the podcast that we had a couple weeks ago, I personally feel like at this point, the government is not so much about racism, about black people, going against white people, vice versa, immigrants, and all of this other stuff that's happening. In my humble opinion, it's just gross negligence. And we need to figure out as a society how we're going to deal with our leadership being grossly negligent of their duties that they have been hired and assigned to do. Because if you don't do your job when you show up, honey, they fire you quick as get out. Look at the unemployment rates. So what are we going to do as citizens, as a society, to hold leadership accountable and stop having these little foolish, childish, petty ass conversations about color and race and monkeys and all this other goofy shit, especially when they're going around trying to set all of us up to continue pedophilia, to sell off our babies, to, continue to kidnap and human traffic through this country. I don't want to talk about no damn monkeys. Like, I don't.
People got to see exactly where this is coming from. So if you can play that first clip,
let's go
and let people know exactly.
Just hours ago, a new controversy involving Donald Trump ignited online, and it is already sparking widespread outrage across social media. This time, the allegations center on a video shared on Trump's own platform, Truth Social. According to multiple reports and screenshots circulating today, February 6th, Donald Trump reportedly shared a video that included racist imagery of former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. The images are described as depicting the Obamas with monkey or ape-like features, a representation that has a long and painful history as a racist trope used to dehumanize Black people. That context is why the reaction has been so strong. The claim first emerged from anti-Trump accounts and quickly spread on X, formerly Twitter. One post from the account rpox against Trump stated, quote, "Trump just posted a video on Truth Social that includes a racist image of Barack and Michelle Obama as monkeys. There's no bottom." Similar claims appeared on political forums such as Democratic Underground, where users referenced a specific video posted late last night. According to those who say they saw it directly, the video allegedly mixed election fraud claims with AI-generated or digitally altered images of the Obamas at the end. Several users have described the imagery as AI-made, but still deeply offensive. Screenshots and links to the post have been shared widely, with many saying the content crosses a new line in political discourse. As of now, there has been no confirmed statement, clarification, or deletion from Trump or from Truth Social regarding the video. This incident also fits into a broader pattern. Trump has a long history of attacks on the Obamas, from birtherism claims to accusations of treason to sharing content that critics say carries racial undertones. For many, this latest claim feels like an escalation, not an isolated moment. It's important to note that so far, the story has been mostly amplified by left-leaning and anti-Trump communities online. Mainstream media coverage remains limited at this stage, though the online reaction continues to grow. If the reports are confirmed, the backlash is unlikely to fade quickly. And as digital tools like AI become more common in political messaging, questions of ethics, accountability, and hateful imagery are only getting louder.
You seen that's where it all began, and everybody knows that was done on purpose. That's done to have these low-level conversations about apes and black people. I mean, it's just complete craziness, idiocy.
And we didn't show the clip where, his response. Like, he's like, "Oh, I didn't see it. I only saw the beginning part, didn't see the end. That was one of my aides that put that at the end." But there was no talk about how the aide was being reprimanded for doing such a thing. Nothing was said about if the aide was fired or, what happened. Okay, so the aide did it. All right, whatever. And he was just very nonchalant about finding out that it was there. It was like, "Oh, yeah, okay, it was there. So what? Big deal." And again, that to me is that gross negligence of like just not caring.
But that he's a pale male that it is in the white gang, so why would he care about if there's something that makes derogatory statements towards blacks? He wants more derogatory statements towards black people because it electrifies his base.
He wants the conversation to be on anything other than those damn files.
Right.
Okay.
Anything.
And anything other than Pizzagate, anything other than the National Society of Pedophilia or whatever the hell this National Society is about that's trying to, stage these laws against our children. They want to do anything other than that. And so if we fall for the bait, then we fall for the bait. But like I said, I really don't even think that it comes down to anything other than that. Like, how can we keep people so distracted that they won't ask the real questions and they won't fight the real fight?
Well, the real fight and what Alex Jones got banned for, and you're not going to hear it on Instagram. You could only see it on True Rover TV. Is that Pizzagate is real.
Mm-hmm.
Pizzagate is real. We have the proof. We have the person responsible for all of this. But you could only see it on True Rover TV. So get the app on the Apple Store for your iPhone, your iPad. I don't think it goes on the iPod, but all those other ones, all y'all equipment. Get it. Join us. TrueRoverTV.tv. You can still just go to the site, scan this, go to True Rover TV, and sign up right now for the Conscious Kickball tournament for it all.
When was the last time you played kickball? Because we're about to play kickball. 404 gang. Let's get it.
Yeah, April 4th. Sign up to rawfortv.tv. Get the app. Join us on To Raw for TV because the revolution will not be televised. To Raw for TV.
I might get the kick. Conscious kickball. April 4th. Get your tickets at 2rawfortv.tv. If you want to play, 2rawfortv.tv. If you want to call, 2rawfortv.tv. I'm the referee. So you out. I'm going to see y'all April 4th. They got the stream, the mansion stream the night before. Then we're going to play kickball the day after. April 4th, 2 Raw for TV, conscious kickball. It's that ugly.
Shadow banned. The revolution will not be televised. It's too raw for TV.
All right, my co-host is on the way. Here he is.
The host, To Raw for TV. We got AtPeace Makita. And this is a segment on To Raw for TV, which we call Shadow Banned.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because this is the point where Alex Jones lost his channel. As soon as he said this, Pizzagate is real. Deleted. But I was kicked off the internet way before Alex Jones. But we're not going to get into that story right now. We're going to go shadow ban. Now,